Hi there friends, I am back with another little garden project for the day. It is late in the afternoon, it's getting ready to rain, so it's kind of overcast. But before that happens, I just wanted to get some fall planted spring blooming bulbs potted up in a container and show you a few tips that might help you save on some of your potting mix soil and just kind of save a little bit of space in the garden and make use of higher impact containers with less resources. So let me show you what I'm working on. This is about a 18.5-inch resin container. I got it from one of the big box stores a couple of years ago. I don't remember exactly where I got it, but the plant that I had growing in it got some pest damage and I just had to tear it out. So rather than starting over with that same plant, I am going to use this container for something else. Now, I don't need a lot of soil for what I'm working on, and this is pretty deep. So I've used these in a few different containers and I really love them. I got this one at Lowe's. It's the 15-inch version. These are also available online. They do have a permanent marking on the back where if you pull it out of a container and you can't quite remember which size did I get, it's marked right there, even if you don't save that label. I don't usually bother peeling off that label, but you can. Now this one being 15-inch in an 18-inch container, it's going to stay up pretty high, but I'm going to be planting some allium bulbs and they really only need a few inches of soil. So I'm not concerned with having a really deep soil level for this this particular plant. Now, I am concerned about losing that soil through these drainage holes. I need the drainage. I need them to be able to flow, the water to flow through, but the soil to stay on. So here is a little bit of repurposing. I had one of these coconut coir hanging basket liners that, again, the plant is gone, but the liner has just been sort of sitting around in my greenhouse, and obviously it's not fit to use in a hanging basket again. However, that interwoven fiber of the coconut is going to help hold the soil in this this planter pot that I'm using, and it will just continue to naturally break down over time. So I'm putting that whole thing right in there on top of that Upsadaisy plant lifter, and then I will add my soil right on top of that. I've had several people ask me recently if Miracle-Gro is a really good potting soil to use. The mix that they have is good, but there are better ones out there. There are worse ones out there. This one just happens to be convenient for me at my local big box stores, and it's pretty cost effective for the amount that I use for it. I don't use it for everything, but for containers, the fact that the potting mix has the perlite and the other like moisture retention, moisture control qualities, that works. It just works for me. So is it perfect? Absolutely not. Is there a perfect mix that I know of? No, not really. So I just kind of go with what I've got. Now these I ordered online. Again, if you saw my post or video about planting ranunculus, these are supposed to be fall planted in our area, but the stores don't really carry them until spring. So I ordered this online through Home Depot, but that lets me plant it at the right time, let it get settled in over the winter. Now you can see the little bulbs. They're kind of like giant garlic cloves if you're not familiar with what bulbs look like, but one end typically has a small point on the top and the other end has roots sticking out like a little onion or a garlic head. So you can plant these haphazardly and they are geotropic, which means that they know which way is up and they will grow in the right direction towards the light. But if you want the bulb to be able to be reused over multiple years, it doesn't hurt to go ahead and just put it upright. So I'm just going to kind of arrange these around where the roots are facing downward and those points are facing upward, I am packing them in pretty closely here, and I'm not worried about that. I do have some that, it's been sitting on my counter for a little while, so that one's kind of a dud, but I'm just gonna leave it in there. It'll break down into compost. This one almost looks like a garlic clove that broke off of some other bulb. Just kind of tucking these around wherever. Give them a little bit of space. But I really do want them to kind of fill in and have a big impact in this container. If I wanted them to naturalize in the ground, I would definitely give them more space. Now this one, I'm going to show you, I think this is where some of those little pieces came off of, that it has actually formed extra bulbs that look like little bitty garlic cloves. Well, I thought that was one, and it's not. But where they have multiplied right there on the bulb and split away. This one has a few impressions like it has done the same thing. But they're either in here or, I don't know, somewhere. So we'll just go with it. Rearrange a few of these. Tuck this right about there. Move this over. Right here, right there. Okay, now I have pushed these down into the soil just lightly because my container's not full and I expect this soil to settle. I'm going to cover it right up to the brim. This bag's been sitting in the greenhouse a little while, so it's got some lumps to it. Just breaking those up. I'm not really packing this soil down. What I'm doing right now is feeling for lumps and just kind of busting those lumps gently with my hands. Who needs gloves, right? So that's it. It's really as simple as that. I did disinfect this container before I reused it. The plant lifter was brand new. The coconut liner, obviously there's not a good way to disinfect that, so just kind of go in with it. It'll decompose over time. But these bulbs at the end of the growing season, I can either let them overwinter in this container or I can pull them up and save them to replant next fall. So that's it for today, just that quick little update about the last minute project that I wanted to finish up before the rain starts this evening. So I hope that you have a chance to get in your garden, enjoy being outdoors, just enjoy the nature around you and make it a beautiful day.